Drafting with Numot is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com and GatheringMagic.com. Explore the game.
Hello everyone, my name is Kenji Igashira, perhaps better known as Numot the Nummy. I am excited to say that I have joined the Gathering Magic family and that this is my very first video for the series Drafting with Numot. If you've never heard of me before, I'm a Magic Online streamer over on Twitch who completed a 365-day challenge where I streamed Magic Online every day for a year. It became so successful that I have made it my full-time job where I continue to stream to this day. So if you're wondering where the name Numot the Nummy comes from, well, it's as simple as Numot the Devastator being my very first Commander General, which happened to coincide with me making my very first Magic Online account. Throw in a bit of alliteration and bam, Numot the Nummy. Although I suppose it could have just as easily been like Numot the Newbie or anything like that. Anyways, glad to be producing video content for Gathering Magic, and I hope you guys are excited. For the very first one, I thought I would bring you a Legacy Cube draft. Pretty similar to regular Cube, although it's going to have a lot more of the Legacy combos and whatnot. So prepare your bodies, and let us jump in. Alright, let's full screen this business here. What do we have? A lot of powerful cards. As with any Cube draft, you're going to find a lot of powerful cards. It's more about the type of deck that you build and I guess how synergistic or how powerful the lone cards you are. Unlike Powered Cube, this is more about synergy than raw power level. So cards that immediately stand out to me, Tamiyo, pretty nice one. Planeswalker, tap things down. If it ever ultimates, you're in pretty nice shape. Ulamog is quite sweet. All of the Eldrazi are nice, and there are plenty of ways to cheat them in, whether with abusive mana ramp like Raphelos, sneak attack, through the breach, etc., etc. They have like a Mole Drifter here. Overall, this pack's not very strong, I don't think, for pick one, pack one of a cube. I lean toward Tamiyo, but could see taking, I guess, the Ulamog or something else. I'll take the Planeswalker, and it's in blue. It's like a 2-for-1, really. Best color and a Planeswalker. Doesn't get much better than that. Alright, immediately follow that up with what looks to be a Swords to Plowshares. Pretty hard to pass up on the value of 1 white, exile target creature. Generally, the life gain's pretty negligible. I mean, this card's just as powerful as they come. I could see taking one of the blue cards, I suppose, after taking Tamiyo, but Swords is just so much higher in power level than Ponder. Other good cards in this pack, Tanglewire is quite nice. Big fan of Animate Dead and Reanimate type decks. Yeah, that's about it, really. I mean, if you want to build the red deck, Searing Blaze is also okay. I guess if you want to have some fun, I'd rather take the Animate Dead. Swords or Animate? I'm more likely to wheel like Psychatog out of this pack if I take the Animate Dead. Alright, you know what? Let's go for some fun. Let's go for Reanimator. Ooh, well, not going to pass a Karn. I don't know how you pass that third pick, especially in Legacy Cube. In Powered Cube, I can see you passing that, but Karn is just one of the best. Passing, I guess, like a Kaiga, Acidic Slime, Banishing Light. Power Stone's very good. Big fan of brown mana in this, well, in all formats really, but can't pass Karn. Too good, IMO. Well, then we kind of fell off on power level here. Nothing too amazing. Not really tied to blue by any means, nor am I really tied to black. Maloku's good for sure, but I don't think that's something I want to take right now. I'd rather honestly take like Duress. But yeah, this pack's quite poor. Maloku versus Duress. I guess if I picked up Opposition, Maloku would be pretty good. I guess Maloku's also pretty good with Tamiyo, because you can attack with all of your flying 1/1s and then draw a card for each of them. But, yeah, I think I'd like some disruption here. Let's take the Duress. There's no way to discard here, and there's not really a good Reanimate target. I don't really care for Precursor. And then we have this. Another pretty unexciting pack. Thalia is quite good. Marshflats is quite good. Elspeth is fine. Top is fine, especially with more shuffle effects. We could stay open. Again, there's no reason to commit to Tamiyo this early. I think here I do like taking Elspeth or Thalia. We could be like the white-black tax, stacks and tax or whatever they call it deck. Death and taxes, I suppose. And if we take Elspeth, man, we have a slim chance of wheeling Thalia, but I don't think that generally happens. Thalia is just too good. I'll go with the Planeswalker here. We'll see where that leads. Alright, lots of nice green cards here. Well, just 2 good green cards, Garruk and Thrun. Exhume's good. We don't have any way to put creatures in the yard yet, but it's another nice animate effect. Bloodghast is quite a good one too. I think I might take Bloodghast. And if you pick up something like Recurring Nightmare, Bloodghast just gets supreme value. Yeah, stick to black for now. And then get past... Ooh, Merfolk Looter. Well, Merfolk Looter is really good if you're going to stay on to the Animate Dead plan, or the Reanimator plan. And it's really good with the Bloodghast that we just took. Like, you can discard the Bloodghast, play a land, and get the Bloodghast back into play for effectively free. Or you can ditch a big fatty and reanimate it. I think the best card here is Nissa, but... you know what? Let's try to stick to that Reanimate plan. Ooh, and we got an Entomb. So that's a great pickup. A little bit sad to be passing like a Caves, and Martial Coup is certainly very good, but Entomb is a nice one. So we have multiple ways to get cards in the yard already. We have 1 good Reanimate effect. We're just missing the fatties to reanimate, but hopefully we can pick those up later. Well, Ulamog wheeled, but Ulamog is not one that you can reanimate. At least not at sorcery speed. And the only way to animate him at instant speed is with Necromancy, so I don't think we're going to be taking that. Apex Predator, Garruk is a fine splash. Not really going to consider any of these other cards. Maybe Tendrils. Tendrils versus Garruk. I guess power level leads me to take Garruk here, but unlikely that we're going to play him. Alright, what are we looking for? Still looking for a fatty, which I don't think we're going to see anymore since we're on pick 10, so all these other packs we are going to just see repeats of. We did wheel the Psychatog, which is really nice. That's the card that I thought would wheel. That's why we took the Tamiyo over the... Or sorry, we took the Duress over the Swords. I think that's what it was. No, we took the Animate Dead over the Swords. That's what it was, yeah. Tanglewire also very, very good, but again, if I'm going to commit to the Reanimator plan, I think Psychatog's what you want to take for sure. Hexmage is excellent. This can kill opposing Planeswalkers. It's a 2-power first striker for 2. Vampire Hexmage, deal with opposing Planeswalkers. Looks good so far, quite honestly. We need some card draw. I'm a little bit sad we didn't get that Ponder back, but so that goes. Sarcomancy is not really playable. We'll hate on the Terminate. It's a good way for the opponent to kill one of the fatties. Assuming we get a fatty to reanimate, but you know what I mean. Need a fatty. But otherwise, I think we're sitting pretty good. I mean, I could always take Satyr Wayfinder. Green-black Reanimator is certainly a thing, too. And this does put cards in the yard. Alright, we'll stay open. Also, we have Garruk, so... Could be black-green instead of black-blue. Granted, our blue cards are, I think, a little bit better than our black ones currently. Or, rather, green ones are. Murderous Redcap, yeah, that's fine. Probably a decent sideboard versus the aggressive decks, for sure. Don't know if I'm going to main deck it, but certainly a good sideboard option. Alright, what do we got? Nothing. We have a Dread Return, we have a Brainstorm, and we have an Underground Sea. No fatties to reanimate. Alright, so pretty easy jam of the Underground Sea here, I think. Looks like somebody could have built the Splinter to win combo deck if they had it. But pretty easy. We can probably wheel Dread Return. I don't even know if we'll play it, but again, we can probably wheel it. Do want Brainstorm, but I think Sea is a little bit more important at this point. Fixing's too important. We're looking for Griselbrand, we're looking for Sundering Titan, we're looking for Consecrated Sphinx. I think Wormcoil's in. Plenty of life targets. And we're only in the beginning of pack 2. So even if I don't find a fatty in this pack, we can always, hopefully, potentially, find it in pack 3. That's the hope anyways. Generally what happens if you are blue-black Reanimator and you don't find, or like Reanimator isn't open, then you just turn into blue-black control. Good pack. Big fan of Solemn Simulacrum. Love that card. But I think here I'm going to just take the Looter il-Kor. It's another easy way to another cheap, easy way to get cards in the yard. And, yeah. I mean, it has Shadow. Very few creatures can deal with this, or can block it. I don't think, in fact, this is probably like the only Shadow creature in the format. So unless they deal damage to it, you're going to be looting. To note, this is not a May. You have to draw a card, then discard a card. I guess we can try to wheel Negate. Although there is, there is something to be said about taking Solemn here and trying to wheel the Looter. But I think I'm just going to take the Looter and not risk it. Alright, nice pack. Again, we just passed the Splinter Twin, so somebody could potentially build the Zealous Conscripts Splinter Twin deck. Force of Will, Glen, Elendra, Sphere, and Reanimate. Given that I already have Animate Dead, and that we don't have any fatties yet, I think I'm tempted to take the Glen, Elendra, Archmage here. This card is just very good in cube. Like a 4-mana 2/2 flyer is absolutely not exciting by itself, but it has Persist, and it has this sweet little ability where you can pay a blue, sacrifice it to negate. So I think we're taking the Glen, Elendra, Archmage here. It's possible one of these wheels. It's unlikely. I think it's more likely that we wheel Brain Maggot, but I don't think I can pass Glen, Elendra. Damnation, Nekrataal. Well, Nekrataal's not bad. Nor is Damnation. What's it going to be? Control-y or what? I guess they're both kind of control, but what would I rather have in my deck? What removal do I have right now? Just Karn and I guess pseudo Tamiyo. We'll go with Nekrataal. I don't know if that's a better pick than Damnation. It's probably not, but it's a creature. It's a 2-for-1. It's got the old school sweetheart. And we did it, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Jamming Griselbrand here and hoping that we wheel the Reanimate. Now that we have the Griselbrand, we're looking to take a lot more of the card manipulation effects. So if that Brainstorm wheels, I'll also be very, very happy. Actually, this is a really nice pack too. Ashiok is excellent in cube. The fact that it comes down so early, it protects itself very well just because the +2 is kind of backbreaking, and the fact that you can put in a creature with it. Big fan of Ashiok. Otherwise, I'd probably take Revoker here. Revoker's another nice one. It turns off, Planeswalkers, Mana Dorks, that type of thing. But Ashiok is a nice slam jam. Angel Serenity is a decent Reanimate target, but I think here I want to just take Doomblade or Mystical Teachings. Teachings finds an instant or sorcery. No, sorry, it finds an instant or a card with flash. Can find Entomb, but that's not worth it. Yeah, we'll just take Doomblade here. Teferi's sweet as well, but the triple blue is a little bit hard. It just dies to Doomblade, don't you know? It just dies to Doomblade. Liliana versus Desecration Demon. Not the biggest fan of Demon, and always enjoy another Planeswalker. Even if Liliana is not the most exciting Planeswalker, she absolutely isn't. If this was Liliana the Veil, we'd be a lot happier. But, still fine. We can make our opponent discard things and then animate them. Well, that's kind of scary that the Splinter Twin wheel, but I think we just jammed the Dungeon Geists here. Don't need the Reged Return. It's not what we're looking for. And hopefully that's a sign that the Reanimate will wheel, but it's a lot less likely that Reanimate wheels. Yeah, I think this is the pack with the Reanimate in it. So we can take Gatekeeper or Profane Command. We could even take Active Aggression, in all honesty, but I don't think we want to. Return to... I'm going to take the Gatekeeper here. The triple black is a little bit hard to do, but I missed. I messed up on the picks. I guess Reanimate was in this pack. Oh, that's an excellent sign. As I was saying, though, I think the triple black's going to be a little bit hard to do, but man, wheeling that Reanimate's absurd. Filler, Nighthawk. That probably makes the main deck. Even in cube, Vampire Nighthawk. Very, very solid. I guess maybe I'm looking to cut the double blue cards since I only have the Underground Sea for fixing. But yeah, wow. The fact that we got Reanimate back, it was like 10th or 11th pick, is really going to make this deck tick. Yes, we are looking for more Reanimate targets, but Griselbrand is probably top tier Reanimate target in Legacy Cube. Filler junk. Can still consider running Garrick Apex Predator if we pick up a green fixing. Some green fixing, I suppose. So probably looking to cut the Gatekeeper. Might run the Murderous, although I'm not sure about that. Dungeon Guy's double blue I might cut. But otherwise, this deck's looking pretty solid. Again, just looking for more card manipulation. We don't have that much right now. We only have Looter. Is that it? Yeah, double Looter. I guess Liliana can tutor for things. So I guess I'm going to spend most of pack 3 picking up fixing, another fad if we see it, and then really prioritize the blue cards. Well, we already passed Ponder and Brainstorm. What else is there? Like the compulsive research type things. Ooh, Grave Titan. Well, that is indeed another nice Reanimate target, and it's feasibly castable, as opposed to Griselbrand. It's kind of hard to hit 8 mana. Otherwise, I'd be jamming the Seagate Oracle here. Pretty hard to pass the Grave Titan. This is the other card that we were looking for. With Griselbrand and Grave Titan, now I can ignore any other fatties unless they're absolutely absurd, and take the more important card drawing and manipulation. So what's our nut start here? Our nut start is what? Turn 1 Entomb Griselbrand, turn 2 Reanimate it, or turn 2 Animate Dead it? Yeah, that's pretty solid. Well, I'm not going to pass Battle Ball. Another nice Reanimate target. I know I said I was going to take other types of cards, but this one's also too valuable to pass up. Otherwise, I guess we'd take Inquisition. We're not really looking for Chalice in this deck, and I'm not a huge fan of Bloodline Keeper. Oh, Frost Titan too? Man, oh man. Wow, this pack is really good for us. Frost Titan, Umburial Rites, Drowned Catacombs, Scalding Tarn finds Underground Sea. I think I take Drowned Catacomb here. I think I do. Again, we don't need any more fatties, but Double Titan is so tempting over Battle Ball. I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to play it smart. I'm going to take the fix. Ooh. Oh, baby. Opposition too? Can I run that in this deck? That's really good with Battle Ball and Grave Titan, I'll tell you that much. We have, man, another really hard choice. Time Warp, Hero's Downfall, Opposition. In all cubes, I'm a huge fan of Hero's Downfall. It's so versatile, right? Plenty of creatures that you want to kill, plenty of planeswalkers that you want to kill. Time Warp is good because we have multiple planeswalkers, and it buys us an extra turn with like a Griselbrand hit. Opposition is just insane. I think power level alone, I have to take Opposition. I don't know how I can pass that. We've seen like every Titan in this pack. That's really scary. I think it's an easy Waterfront Bouncer here. This card looks pretty innocuous, but I mean, it does say discard a card, which means we can discard some fatties, which means we can reanimate things. Yep, get in. Alright, well, looks like we're not going to get the card draw that we want. Dissolve versus... I mean, I suppose I could take Chrome Mox. Chrome Mox means that we could do the turn 1 Entomb Reanimate, potentially. Not really considering Serendipity, although, again, taking creatures is better since we just took the opposition. No, I think I'm going to take a counter here, even though Dissolve is not that great. Jamming the Watery Grave, happy to pick that up. Our mana is getting a lot better. Oh, God. Oh, this pack, though. Skinrender, Dismember, Darkblast. Even Soul Industrod's pretty good, as is Chasm Skulker. You know what? I think the pick here might actually be Darkblast. I've had some really good experiences with that card. There are plenty of mana dorks you want to kill, and the Dredge 3 means that you can fill up your yard with potential fatties for Reanimate. I like that pick a lot. This is all junky trunky. I guess I'll take the Planeswalker, just hate on it. Not running Bloodline Keeper, although it is good with opposition. Well, you know what? Actually, Hexmage, Bloodghast, and Vampire Nighthawk. I lied. We might be running that. God, if I had any white fixing, this would be super nice. Jeez, and the Hero's Downfall Wield. Man, we're just getting everything. Everything that we could ever want. Alright, we're going to need to make a lot of cuts here. What am I cutting? I guess I cut Dissolve. I hate to do it, but I cut in Burial Rites. I probably cut Liliana. And we could even splash the green if we really want it because of that Bayou. Still need 2 cuts here. Probably cut Dungeon Geists. And 1 more card. Maybe Duress. I don't know. This deck looks very good. Although opposition's not at its greatest. But you have to realize that we have multiple ways to poop out tokens. Battlesphere poops out 4 tokens, Grave Titan poops out 2 tokens, and then 2 more every time it attacks. Bloodline Keeper puts out another token every turn, potentially. Yeah, it might just be Bloodghast as the cut. No, never mind. There's too much synergy here with Bloodghast and like Psychatog and Waterfront Bouncer and both loot. Yeah, never mind. I can't cut Bloodghast. That's insane. Yeah, it might just be Duress, although that seems absurd. I don't have too many ways to interact with the opponent, and Duress is a nice one. What's in the sideboard? Dungeon Geists, Dissolve, Liliana. It's real close. A lot of good cards that we have the opportunity to put in our deck. Yeah, I just don't think I can cut the opposition. Oh. This is tough. I guess maybe I should count the ways that we can put cards in the yard. Entomb, pseudo Darkblast, but we don't get to choose what we put in the yard. Entomb, Looter, Bouncer. That's 3. That's 4. 5. That's quite a decent number of ways. This deck is missing like a mystical tutor to find Reanimate. I have this problem a lot. I always get down to like 24 cards and I don't know what to cut as the last one. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with Duress though. Just focus more on my game plan than hurting the opponents. And we do have the Glen Elendra already. Alright. So pretty heavy black, not as heavy blue, but we do have 3 pieces of fixing, so that's good. We need to add 14 additional lands here. I think that's way too much black. I probably want to go like this. This gives me 9 sources of blue, 11 sources of black. Yeah, that seems good. Because we have multiple 2-drops that are blue that we want to play, but we also have a lot of double black on turns 2 and 3. So 11, 9 seems pretty good. Alright, I dig it. Alright, let's ship this, and I will see you guys back for round 1. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for watching Drafting with Numot. If you haven't already subscribed to Gathering Magic, you can do so to receive news of upcoming videos and discover new content. You can also check out our playlist that contains every episode of Drafting with Numot. And don't forget, you can easily watch the next video by clicking on the annotation on screen or a direct link in the video's description box. And as always, thanks for watching.